Good morning, students. Welcome back to the geometry online session. As you all know, we have completed with our geometry portion and we have started with revision sessions. So in this session, we are going to revise fifth lesson, coordinate geometry. Okay, so let's first see what all topics we have learned in this lesson. So we have learned about the distance formula, then we have learned section formula, and based on this practice set 5.1 we have solved. Okay, after that we have learned about the midpoint formula and centroid formula, and based on that practice set 5.2 we have solved. Now these are the four important formulae you have to remember in this lesson. Okay, so let's see one by one each formula. So here first we are going to see how we can find the distance between the origin and any point in the plane. Okay, so we all know the coordinates of origin are 0, 0, and if the coordinates of point P are x, y, then you can find the distance between the origin and point P with the help of this formula, that is square root of x square plus y square. Okay, now let's see the distance formula. If point P has coordinates x1, y1, Q has coordinates x2, y2, lie on the xy plane, then the distance of PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, so this is very important formula, you should remember this. Then if you do the squaring on both sides, you will get PQ square is equal to square root sign will go away. So you will write here x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. It can be also written as x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Okay, here both formulae are same. The only difference is here x2 and y2 coordinates have taken first and then x1 and y1, and here x1 and y1 coordinates have taken first and then x2 and y2. Okay, so remember always, if you are considering x2 as the first coordinate and x1 as the second, similar way with the same formula you have to use y2 as the first coordinate and y1 as the second coordinate. Okay, if you are considering x1 as a first and x2 as the second coordinate, then here also same way y1 as the first and y2 as the second. Okay, so I hope the formula is clear to all of you. Now let's see the second formula, that is section formula. Okay, so what is section formula? The coordinates of a point which divides this line segment joined by two distinct points which have coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2 in the ratio m:n r. Now means, what is the meaning of this? Means if you have any segment, so let's say here segment AB, then this segment if we divide in the ratio 2:3. Okay, let's say we have divided this segment in the ratio 2:3, and then if you want to find the coordinates of this point S which divides this segment in the ratio 2:3, then you have to use this formula. Which formula? This one. In mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, with this formula you can find the x coordinate of point S, and my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n, with this formula you can find the y coordinate of point S. Okay, so this is called as section formula, where we are dividing the segment in different ratios. Okay, and here m:n is nothing but the ratio in which we are dividing this segment. Okay, so I hope you all have understood this section formula. You can solve sums based on this section formula. Now let's see the next formula, that is midpoint formula. Now the name itself suggests you that here we have to consider the midpoint of the segment. So if you want to find the coordinate of the midpoint of a line segment joining two distinct points, x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2, then we have to use this formula, that is x2 plus x1 upon 2 for the x coordinate of midpoint, and for the y coordinate you will use the formula as y2 plus y1 upon 2. Okay, so I hope the midpoint formula is also clear to you. And at the end we have learned the centroid formula. So what is the centroid? So for that, first we have to draw a triangle. So this is the triangle ABC. So in that, if this you draw a median of all the three sides of this triangle, then you know that these medians will pass through a single point. Okay, so this point is called as point of concurrence and it is called as centroid of the triangle. Okay, so if you want to find the coordinates of this centroid, then you can use the formula as x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3, where point A has coordinates x1 comma y1, B has coordinates x2 comma y2 and C has coordinates x3 comma y3. Okay, so I hope the centroid formula is clear to all of you. One more point you should remember is centroid divides this segment. Let's write your name AD, BE and CF. So centroid divides all these medians in the ratio 2:1. Okay, so I hope the concepts are clear to all of you. Now let's see few examples or few questions from this lesson. The distance between the points P, which have coordinates minus 6 comma 7 and Q has coordinates minus 1 comma minus 5 is dash. Okay, so here we have to find the distance between any two points. Okay, so which formula you can use here? Correct, you can use the distance formula. So what is the distance formula? Distance of PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, so what is x2 and what is x1 here? So here point P has coordinates x1. Let's consider P has coordinates x1 comma y1 and Q has coordinates x2 comma y2. So accordingly you are going to substitute the values here. So you will get here square root of minus 1 minus of minus 6 bracket square plus minus 5 minus 7 bracket square. If you solve this, you will get that is equal to square root of 5 square plus 12 square. Okay, so sign conventions you should know where you have to do the addition and where you have to find the difference. Okay, then that is equal to square root of 169, that is equal to 13 units. So that means the distance between point Q and point P is 13 units. Okay, so with this let's move on to the next question. If point P has coordinates minus 4 comma 6, divides the line segment AB with A, that is have coordinates minus 6 comma 10 in the ratio 2:1, then the coordinates of point B are. Okay, now here this point P divides line segment AB in the ratio 2:1. That means which formula we have to use here? Yes, section formula. Okay, so accordingly you will use the section formula, that is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n and my2 plus my1 upon m plus n. Okay, so if you substitute the values accordingly, first you have to draw the diagram here. So this is segment AB and this point P divides this segment in the ratio 2:1. And what is given here? Point P has coordinates minus 4 comma 6, and A has coordinates minus 6 comma 10. Okay, so accordingly if you substitute the values, you have to consider this P has coordinates x comma y, A has coordinates x1 comma y1, and B has coordinates x2 comma y2. And if you substitute like this, you can easily find the value of coordinates of point B. Okay, now let's see the next question. If A has coordinates 3 comma minus 5, B has coordinates 4 comma 3, and C has coordinates 11 comma minus 4 are the coordinates of the vertices of a triangle, then the centroid has coordinates. Now we all know centroid means we have to have 3 vertices of triangle. Okay, so here the coordinates of 3 vertices of triangles are given, and you have to find the coordinate of centroid. So for that we have to use this centroid formula, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. And accordingly you have to substitute the values of x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3, and you can find the coordinates of centroid. Okay, so this way you have to use all these formulae and you have to find the answer. So this lesson is very simple lesson. Only 4 formulae you have to remember, and based on that very simple questions will be asked. So I hope this lesson is clear to all of you. You can practice all the sums which are given in your textbook, solve examples, problem set questions also you have to solve. Okay, so with this I'll end this session here. We will meet in the next session. Thanks for watching this video.